GamingFreak.com. Hello and welcome back. So today we are going to be discussing the Fanfest announcements that have taken place for, well, not for Dust but for Project Legion. Should be quite an interesting topic. Firstly, I'd like to ask you guys to let me know what you think in the comments below. Personally, I'm quite happy with this news. I think the game otherwise would be facing a very slow decline over time, which would be really frustrating, you know, especially having played since closed beta, etc. But I think on PS3 it's not got the versatility that it will have on not got the versatility that it'll have on PC. CCP, they've got a long history of doing PC gaming with EVE Online. They've got a long history of being able to sort of quickly patch things up and fix bugs extremely quickly on PC, where like they do with EVE Online. You know, you can get daily patches sometimes and updates very quick with bug fixes and whatnot. And don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed Dust, but I think that just being able to fix bugs quicker will make such a difference for Dust 514. Also, just graphically, it looks I don't know if any of you guys saw the live stream, but it just graphically looks incredible. On a side note, check out this ragdoll. What? This is slow-mo. It's one of the coolest ragdolls I think indoors I've seen. But anyway, that ragdoll though. Yeah, so it's pretty big news, I would say. It's the same product in essence. It's just got the different on a different console, but it's also got the same IP, you know, intellectual property as Dust does, which is good because it'll make it easy for them to port your characters over, I'm guessing. So that'll be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post the links and stuff about the copywriting of Project Legion and whatnot that was released before. It should be interesting for you guys to have a look at. But yeah, it's going on PC. I don't know if what I'm going to do is put some pictures gradually as I'm talking about different scenes from the live stream, so you'll be able to see, you know, a scene from the new orbitals. They just look incredible. It kicks up dust, you know, blows the clouds away from like the epicenter where the strike comes down. You've got an environment that just looks incredible, like lava environments. I mean, you know, just having liquid on the battlefield and reflections from water is incredible. I mean, look at what we've got now. It's it's so basic. It's in comparison. Yes, it's cool, but I think the game can just go so much further with on PC and from what they've shown. I mean, if you look at it, it already looks quite polished. I mean, graphically, it looks really good, and it looks more like the game that was originally advertised to us when we wanted to start playing Dust. When I first started playing, they were talking about when I first wanted to get involved, when I first saw the trailers and stuff, they were talking about the Carbon engine, and I heard that they tested that on PS3s, and it must have melted, I think, 7 or 8 PS3s, so they couldn't do that same game that they'd worked on. Basically, they had to, in essence, downgrade the game with Unreal. At least that's what I heard. I don't have any solid links or evidence in that respect, which is a shame. But I think that could be quite well founded. I'm not sure. Let me know if it's not. That'd also be good. But let me know if it is. Then if we can get the links and stuff for proof, that'll be awesome. So CCP Rouge was talking about putting the environment itself, environmental conditions, which you can see in the loading screen and stuff, having an impact on the battle. So for Amar, that could mean that potentially for Amar it could mean that the laser weapons in snowy conditions actually heat up slower, so they become more viable, huge damage dealing on ice planets, for example, allowing Amar to really flourish in that respect. Or you have the other extreme where you've got lava planets, maybe heat weapons where there's a heat buildup. The assault rifle might actually overheat, or rail rifles might overheat, or you might, laser weaponry might be pointless on such terrain. So maybe combat rifles are the best in those environments, or something like that. It'd be interesting to see. I think the game can just do so much more potentially on PC, than what is currently the case. And I don't know if you guys agree with me. You might disagree. I think it'll be better for the long-term aspect of the game, in terms of being able to quickly adapt, add new things, fix bugs, change game mechanics so that they're better, etc., etc. But I do agree that the PS3 players are being a little bit left, well, not a little bit, they are being a bit screwed over here. So it's probably best to, well, actually, thinking of it from the other angle, when we first saw Dust, the first ever trailers that were of a similar graphics level, awesome looking environments, etc., I thought, well, that's got to be on PS3 because the current stuff won't handle it. So it's got to be on PC. My bad. Got to be on PC because the current consoles probably can't handle that, which they couldn't. So from that, I had to go and buy a PS3 just to be able to play Dust. Hence my PSN name being Night Stalker 514. But so I would think that I should be quite angry myself, with the whole changes. But actually I'm quite happy, because although it means I've bought a PS3 and a headset and a recording box and everything, there's a lot of money, but ultimately I've come to really enjoy this game. And with it used to have 9,000 players on at a time. Now it's down to 2.5 or even 2,000 players on at any time. It will be nice to actually see the game move forward and grow, rather than stagnate and grow really slowly like it has been. I feel that the updates are not quick enough currently for what this game could be and should be, and I feel that on PS3 that'll be more likely, and sorry, on PC I keep doing that. Stop it. Yeah, so it should be good for the future of the game. I understand the anger behind it, but don't forget this change will probably be only coming in a long time. So the fact that it'll only be around in a long time, probably maybe a year, and if it's sooner, who knows, but you've got time to save. I had to save to get my PS3, so when I heard that it was coming on PS3, I started saving, and I got it that way. Then why not save for it? You can probably run the game on a PC that costs less than a PS4 now. I believe, like Pyrex said. He said that, and I agree with him on that. And I'm with having played Eve for about 5 years. what I'll notice from that is they have graphics settings where you can dial it down, so you can play on probably the same graphics you play on now on a PC, and those who want to play on high-level graphics can, which will be interesting, you know. So I think that's all in the realms of possibility. I don't see why they wouldn't do that. You know, that would be silly to negate those players. So, although that might bring an unfair advantage with those who have scenery in the way and those who just see a basic tree and a drop suit. So, then again, it might bring in various impacts like that to gameplay. Let me know what you guys think. They have trees in the coming in Legion. The sound is also far more realistic and easier to tell just from the sound where you're being shot from. And the bullets hitting the ground and the dust kicking up looks so much more realistic. Thanks, guys. Bye. Epic Ragdoll.
It's so interesting the way you say I let you be.